What's up, everybody? It's the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm in Farming Simulator 15. Yay, we did it, guys. We got to 1,500. Thank you all so much. It's so amazing. I'm still trying to process it. 1,500 people. 1,500 people have come to my pokey little channel and said, you know what? I like this guy's stuff. I'm going to subscribe to him. I can't even begin to tell you how much that means to me. It's so awesome. It's just amazing. Blows my mind. So as I promised, we're going to do a little Q&A video because you guys were awesome and submitted a bunch of questions, and I really appreciate that. So and of course I want to thank every single one of you. I want to thank all the people who comment and like and share the videos and are active members of our little community here. It just means a ton to me. So as you can see, we're baling here at Old Ridge Farm. It's 2:16 in the morning. I come up here to this big meadow up on the top of the hill at the very far north of the map, and cut it and then tedded it, which I didn't need to, but I felt like doing it. Wrote it up, and now I'm baling it, and I'm using Courseplay, and Courseplay is of course making a massive mess of it. I've already dumped about 3 bales into the river down here. Okay, well, wouldn't it be a BP video if stuff didn't end up in the river or upside down or stuck on something or whatever. We're going to get a ton of bales out of this. These are obviously all hay bales, okay, well, we'll have enough bales to last us for a while, which will be good. So what I thought I would do while this was going is I thought I would answer your questions. And I have printed them out because I'm old school. I don't have a phone that can, I could just dial up the comments on and everything. So I had to print them out on actual paper. Listen, paper. So here we go. If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. I'm certainly not doing it on purpose. I'm just an idiot when it comes to names. We're going to start with Alfie O'Sullivan, who asked me a question that I've answered a bunch of times, but I'm going to answer again. Why do you call yourself the Bipolar Prophet? I believe his actual question was, why did you call your YouTube channel the Bipolar Prophet? Well, it's simple, really. I have bipolar syndrome. It's a mood disorder, as you guys probably know. That causes your moods to swing around. One day you'll be in a great mood, you'll be bouncing around, yay, and the next day you'll be like, fuck it, I don't want to get out of bed. It really is that simple. That's bipolar. I have what's called bipolar 2. It's a different form of bipolar. Instead of getting way up where I'm bouncing off the walls and I'm awake for a week at a time and then crashing down to where I just want to jump off a bridge, mine tends to go the other way. I tend to be stable for a long time, and then I'll get depressed and I'll lose my motivation. I'll lose interest in things. You guys probably know this because you've seen it on the channel a couple of times. And I am on medication, and it does regulate it to a point. But there are times when I just don't have any control over it. I'll just get crushingly depressed and just need to go lay down for a week. You know what I mean? It's just kind of how it is. So that's and then the prophet part. People have been calling me the prophet for 30 years. And I've said this before too, sometimes I can see stuff before it happens, and nothing ever major. Like I can't, predict a car accident and save somebody's life or anything like that. It's very little stuff. I'm usually really good at picking sports scores. I'm good at picking, like NASCAR race winners and stuff like that, And so for a long time, people have been calling me the prophet because they're like, hey man, you saw that coming. Okay. So, and that's why my channel is called the Bipolar Prophet. So, his next question was, what made you start YouTube? Very simply, TCGG Rob. I say this all the time. I started playing Farming Simulator mostly because of Stocko Glaws. As you guys probably know too. I watched a ton of Stocko Glaws videos in Farming Simulator 13. It looked like it was a lot of fun, so I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to start playing it. I really enjoyed it. I discovered TCGG Rob through YouTube, just searching Farming Simulator on YouTube, and just had a blast. Now, is he going to drive through this hay bale? He's going to drive through this bale. No, he's not. Stop! Stop! Jeez. Now, can you just push it out of the way? This is what happens when you let Courseplay do anything sometimes. Just push it out of the way. Don't drive over it. Don't drive over it. Don't drive over it. Like it's listening to me, Oh, jeez. It's always something. It's always something with Courseplay. I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder if he's just going to push it forward, or if he's going to eventually, it's going to hook on something, he's going to drive over it. This will probably be another one end up in a river. Oh. It's always something with Courseplay. I know people have the best luck with Courseplay. I just do not. I have no luck with Courseplay whatsoever. So just push the bale out of the way. And an amazing thing is the bale will just not move. Nope. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. Just for the bale to get stuck under the tractor. Oh, I should have come along and picked these bales up as I went, I guess, because this is silly. This trying to pick this nonsense up is just ridiculous. Will you just get out of the way, bale? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Jesus Christ. Sorry about the language, guys. Just stuff like this just annoys me to no end. All right, now let's see if we can try this again. All right. Am I even on the right, going in the right direction? We're going to find out. Oh, of course he's full. So put another bale right there in the way. Perfect. Nope. No, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my god, I should have just done this myself, I guess. I don't know what happened. I used to be really, really good with Courseplay on Farming Simulator 13, 2013. Now I just suck. I can't. Nothing I do in Courseplay ever works out right. I don't know what it is. Where does he want to be? Where does he want to be? Where does he want to be? Does he want to be down here, maybe? Now, he wants to be going this way. This is the... I believe this is the inside headland, I think. I would do this myself, but then I'd have a hard time answering your questions. So, at least you guys get to see the super fumbly, BP video right now. So that's fun for you guys, I hope. I know I'm a massive idiot, I get it, but I am trying. And I've been picking up hay this whole time, of course. Oh, let's start him here. Whatever. Do something. Go somewhere. Drop a bale in the river. Do something. Whatever. I have no idea what this is going to do now. It's going to leave a big mess is what it's going to do. But, okay. We'll live with it. So, back to the questions. While we let Courseplay make a massive mess of this, I'm going to get rid of this, though. Now, see, most people would just... would stop the video and say, okay, that was ugly, and I'm just going to delete that and re-record it. Not BP. BP is going to let you see all the dumbness that happens whenever I try to do something too advanced. So anyway, what made me start YouTube? TCGG Rob. Plain and simple. Started playing the game because of Stocko Glass, as I said. Started watching YouTube videos, obviously. More YouTube videos once I started playing the game. Found TCGG Rob and just loved his enthusiasm and his excitement and his skill and all that at the game. He's a real farmer. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. And he just made making videos sound like a lot of fun. So and I started to comment on a lot of his videos, and we started to talk back and forth, and we became friends. And he gave me a ton of support and a ton of suggestions and tips and ideas and everything else. And like I've said over and over and over again, there would be no Bipolar Profit Gaming without TCGG Rob. There you go. And another question he asked me, what YouTube channels do you recommend watching? All of them. I watch so much video. And I've said this before, I used to watch a lot more, believe it or not. I still watch quite a bit, but I used to watch a ton. Now, I'm really sort of focused on what I watch. What I recommend watching may not be what you're into. You know what I mean? Obviously, I watch a lot of Farming Simulator videos. I can list a whole bunch right off the top of my head. TCGG Rob, Scottish Gaming Guy, Ian Robson, Caravera 76, Farmer Beavis. Who else? Who else do I watch all the time? David Oldfield, obviously. David Oldfield. How do you not watch David Oldfield? Carl Farrar. I hope I pronounced his name right. He's another. He's a member of OEB as well. Makes really good videos, along the lines of David Oldfield style videos. A lot of mod stuff, a lot of course play interaction, things like that. For non-farming simulator videos, I'll tell you a guy that I started watching a while back when I started playing Space Engineers. Wasted Space, by far my favorite, absolute favorite Space Engineers YouTuber. Makes awesome videos, designs the coolest things. Let's see. Who else? Praversham Gaming, another guy who does Space Engineers, plays a lot of cool, like, sort of indie games. A lot of fun to watch, you know, really good, you know, makes great videos. Let's see, what else do I watch? Racing videos, Empty Box. What's up, guys? This is Empty Box. You know that guy, right? Everybody knows that guy. You know, makes great videos, you know, super skilled sim racer. Just a lot of fun to watch, you know. Does a lot of iRacing, does a lot of updates on racing games, you know, and what's coming out and, you know, what they're doing with it, what they're updating on it and everything else. Another guy, Sim NC, another great sim racer, awesome sim racer. Got a really cool setup. Always shows you his, you know, his wheel cam. He's got the whole, you know, cockpit surround setup. You know, he's got the Fanatic Club Sport pedal. I believe they're Club Sports. They may not be. I may be getting that wrong. You know, he's got his pedal cam, the whole deal. I watch a lot of his videos. So there you go. And then, which YouTube channels do you watch? Well, I just listed them all because those are the ones that I watch on a regular basis. I also watch Matt Davies for Flight Simulator. He's awesome. Bellens HD. I watch Frugal Sim for Flight Simulator. Frugal Sim, you know, Frugal is the man when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So there you go. And question number 4, what's your job? YouTube. YouTube is technically my job, I guess you could say. Oh, excuse me. I am a contract farmer. I do this sort of stuff, you know, cut grass and bale and stuff in the spring and the summer and in the early fall. Unfortunately, that job is sort of going away because where I work, where I live it's not a big farm area. There's a lot of little tiny grass fields, you know, little tiny dairies, guys with 6 cows, maybe sheep, you know, a couple of goats, whatever. We sell most of the bales for horses, you know, so... And unfortunately, all the land that we work is slowly getting sold off for houses. So that job is kind of going away. So I'm becoming a full-time YouTuber, even though I can, you know, I'm not making a lot of money. Trust me, guys, I'm not making much money at all off of this. I'd like to make more. I'd like to be able to do this full-time and live off of it. But for right now, you know, that's sort of where I'm at. So thank you very much, Alfie, for those questions. Those were awesome. I'm glad to have answered them. Let's see. Jonas Lehrmans asked me, and this is, I had to think about this one, and I still don't know if I know the answer. We got 2 bales in the way up here. Hold on, gonna have to get to this question after we move these bales. Always bales in the way. Always. All right, stop. Damn it. Just push them out of the way. Okay, are you gonna roll out of the way? That would be awesome. Look at this one's gonna come to join them too. I'm coming too. Look at me. I'm going to have one in the front and one behind me. Oh, I'm going to have to try to shove this out of the way a little bit. I was kind of hoping this was going to be a sort of automated... of course not. Remember the old days when you could shove a bale out of the way? You know what I should do? I should get rid of the weights on the tractor. That's what I should do. Maybe that way it'll just give me a... Oh, no, it's going to roll out of the way. And this other one's just going to keep coming too. How steep can this hill be? That's crazy. And of course that one's just going to roll right back in the way. I wonder if I got rid of the weights on the tractor, if that would make a difference. Give me a little bit of a bar there. Let's try that. Now, let's see. Are we on a waypoint? More or less. Let's see if it'll go from here. Okay. I just got to keep my eye on this. I can't believe how far those bales have rolled. That's wicked funny. Wicked funny. Oh, my Massachusetts is showing. Yeah, I guess they're going to roll out of the way. One's going to roll down into the road, and the other one's going to roll probably into the river. You know, it's funny. I'll probably get 50 bales off this field, but 30 of them will be in the river, so it won't really matter in the long run. Okay. Now let's get rid of this again. And hopefully everything will go from there. So look at these bales. Yep, that one's down. That one's down the road. That one will probably roll back to the farm all by itself. Oh, it'll just keep rolling. And rolling, and rolling, and rolling, and rolling. Oh, no, it's going to stop right there. Okay. So I'm sorry. So Jonas Lehrmans asked me, what was my best or worst YouTube moment? Jeez. You know, my best YouTube moment right now, I guess, you know, the 1,500 subscribers, just amazing. You know what I mean? I couldn't be any happier. Normally, if this kind of courseplay foolishness would have happened, I'd be freaking out, you know. I'd be like, blah, 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 and I wouldn't play the game for, you know, for a week or whatever. Not a week, but for a couple hours, you know. Watch this. This is going to go right in the river. This is going in the river. Oh, maybe not. That one is, though. That one that's rolling up the top there, and that one that's rolling. I mean, I'm just amazed how bales, right? Round bales. Well, don't do round bales on a hill, BP. That's your own fault. When you lose all these bales in the river, that's going to be your fault. Yeah, I think this is my best YouTube moment. You know, 1,500 subscribers, just awesome. It's so amazing. What's my worst YouTube moment? The day I shut my channel down, because I had a bipolar event, you know, and I was just like, oh, fuck everything, and you know, that would probably be my worst YouTube moment. I felt like such a jerk afterwards, you know, because you guys are always there for me. You're always supporting me. You're always, you know, sending me the great comments and you know, and everything else. And I just said, oh, you know what, the hell with it. I don't want to do it anymore. So, you know, screw it. I'm going to shut it down. And I really agonized over that for about 3 days, you know, until I realized, you know what, this isn't just about me. It's about you guys too. And I felt like such a jerk. So that was probably my worst YouTube moment. Thank you so much for your question, Jonas Lehrmans. That was awesome. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the question. Patrick O'Brien asked me, what farming game did you like best, Farming Simulator 13 or Farming Simulator 15? You know, it's easy to say, well, Farming Simulator 15 is, you know, is the better game, and because it's newer and everything else. I don't know that you can. For me, I don't know that you can compare the two. It's kind of apples and oranges, maybe, because they're so different. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that. A lot of people say, well, they're not really that different. You know what I mean? They're both about farming. They're both, you know, the same basic format, blah blah blah. And that's true. And that is very true. Farming Simulator 13 obviously had the massive mod support, you know, with all the, you know, just a million mods and everything else. And this game's going to get there too, at some point, you know. To be completely honest, oh, here goes one into the river. Why would you dump a bale right there? You'd think Courseplay would have a little bit of a brain. Nope. And the thing is, it's going to build up so much speed. Just watch it. Watch it. It's going to bounce over that rock, and it's going to go right in the river. Doink. And doink. There it goes. In the river. That's like 6 in the river now. 6 bales I'll never see again. My own fault, obviously. What was I talking about? Oh, Farming Simulator 13 or Farming Simulator 15. You know, I like this game because it's got a lot of stuff built into it that you had to add in with mods in Farming Simulator 13. Can this game be better? Of course it can. Could Farming Simulator 13 have been better? Of course it could have. But, you know, mod support-wise, Farming Simulator 13 is better, and still better, believe it or not. You know, for everything else, I like this game. I really do. I do miss the soil mod. I would like a little more MR in this, more realistic, you know what I mean? It's almost there, but it's not quite there yet. And I've gone over, you know, the stuff that I'd like to see in Farming Simulator over and over and over again. So, yeah, I think if I had to pick, if somebody said, okay, listen, I'm going to shoot you in the head if you don't pick Farming Simulator 13 or Farming Simulator 15, I'm going to say Farming Simulator 15. So thanks, Patrick. Thanks for your question. Let's see. Lillian C., who I got to give a big shout out to because she's been very active in the community lately, always posting, you know, stuff. Post some awesome screenshots on her Steam profile. You should go check that out. And she asked me, I was wondering if you ever play golf in real or in games, because I had mentioned that I like to watch golf. Well, I can give you the real simple answer about that. Do I play it in real life? No. Have I played it in real life? Yes. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. I am not, as you guys probably know, the most structured person in the world. Golf is a very structured game. You have to wear a shirt with a collar. Not really my thing. You know, you have to, you know, you can't. I'll be completely honest, guys. The reason I play golf in real life is so I can bomb around in the golf carts. That's why. And what I call the golf police, the people who run the golf course, are constantly in my ass about that. And that's fine. It's not what it's, you know, that's not what golf is about. People play golf to be serious and everything. I just have a really hard time being serious on a golf course, so I don't play it for real because I make a big jerk out of myself. Do I play it in games? You know, I used to play a lot of Tiger Woods on the Xbox, and I was pretty good at it too, you know, but that's sort of gone away now. I don't really play console games at all anymore. So thank you so much for that question, Lillian C., and thanks so much for being, you know, an active part of our community. Reefy 1952 asked me a whole bunch of questions. His first one was my favorite mod. My favorite mod of all time? Courseplay. As much as it drives me nuts, I think Courseplay changed this game in ways that cannot really be measured. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel about that. Oh, of course, you missed a whole bunch. Well, looks like we're gonna have to do this manually, and that's my own fault for the way that I kind of set it up. So, yeah, I think Courseplay changed this game. It made the game so that you could do things that you can't do, say, with the hired worker. So you could do more than one thing at once if you play. If you're working on a farm and you're playing single player. That's why I think Courseplay really changed this game. Whoops, not that one. This one. B and B. Now I got to keep an eye on the little counter thing, because otherwise I will blow right past it, because I have my volume turned down, so I can't really hear the like that. I can't really hear the beep. Yeah, so that would be my favorite mod, I think. Overall. One of my other absolutely favorite mods, the Robert Bale fork for Farming Simulator 13 and Farming Simulator 15. You know why I like that so much? Because it made it possible for me to stack bales. Honestly, couldn't put one bale on top of another one until I got that thing. It absolutely right up there as my favorite mod. So there you go. What's the next question? Favorite script? Ooh, that's a tough one. Favorite script of Farming Simulator 15? Anything by Upside Down. I know that's not very specific. The bale extension mod, the bale feed mod, any of those. Those are all just awesome. I love those. Any script that makes the game a little bit more realistic, and more immersive to play, because that's why we play simulators, right? To be immersed in the experience. So those would be my favorite scripts. I guess you could technically call Courseplay a script too, but I consider Courseplay more of a game add-on really than a straight script. So, next question: favorite map of Farming Simulator 15? Bjornholm, followed closely by this one, Bjornholm, because I don't know. You know what? I'm still playing on Bjornholm. It is the one map that I have played on for an extended period of time and really, really enjoyed. Definitely my favorite, top 2 favorite map, probably. Followed closely by this one. So, Farming Simulator 13, what was my favorite map in Farming Simulator 13? Whoops, I missed a whole bunch. Geez, there were so many good maps. No, I don't want to unload it that way. Otherwise it'll roll right down into the river again. There were so many good maps in Farming Simulator 13. You know what? I like Conestoga. It's another OEB map. I thought it was, it had all the cool built-in stuff, soil mod and, chopped straw and all of that. And I thought it was really good, and I spent a lot of time on it. Modern American Farming map was another one of my favorite sort of Farming Simulator 13 maps. Really enjoyed that as well. Yeah, so there you go. So there's my answer to that question, sort of, I guess. You know me, guys. These questions, going to be a lot of scattering around when I answer these questions, so you'll have to bear with me. Oh God, this name, Bjorge Black is rude, and I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I just massacred your name. I apologize. He's another sort of newer, active member of the community. Posts all the time. Posts a lot of great comments and, constantly support me and stuff. No. You're not going to be rolling down into the river. Not going to be. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Nothing I do is going to stop that. So. Jeez. God, I suck at baling. You think I wouldn't? I do a lot of this in real life. Oh, not with round bales, though. We use a tiny little square baler. Yep. Goodbye. Bye, bale. You know what? I'm not chasing you. I don't care. Go into the river. I don't care. We'll fish him out of there eventually at some point. Oops. He asked, I'm sorry, as I have to get back to the actual questions. No. There's going to be none of that. We're rolling down the hill. Shit. And I'm sorry about the language in this video, too. I must have had a little too much coffee this morning, apparently, and I'm a little foul-mouthed. I just want to see what this bale's going to do. Hopefully it doesn't do anything completely stupid. Nope, you can just hang out right there. That's perfect. He asked me, how did you and the SGG Grant find each other? Well, I'll tell you what. That's real simple. Grant found me actually. I was in a chat with TCGG Rob, a Facebook chat with TCGG Rob and a couple other people, and I'm sorry I don't remember who they are. It was a while ago now. And Grant popped in, the Scottish gaming guy, and asked me if I wanted to do a multiplayer series with him. Now, realize at this time, Grant had about 13,000 subscribers, somewhere around there. I had about 3. You know, I had literally just started making videos on the channel. And, you know, it wasn't, the channel was, you know, was very tiny. Nobody knew who the hell I was. You know, nobody knew what the Bipolar Prophet was or anything like that. Back then I was still yelling into my, you know, internal microphone, you know, on my laptop and thinking I was cool. You know, I'm making videos, look at me. And I just, you know, out of the goodness of his heart, paying it forward, I guess, you know, said, let me, you know, I want to do a multiplayer series with this guy. Let me give him a hand, you know. Because as everybody knows, multiplayer is not only really fun, but it's really good for your channel, too. So when you collaborate with somebody who is bigger than you, you know, and he just, you know, out of nowhere just said, hey, you want to do a multiplayer series? And I was like, okay, you know, and I'll be honest, I was a wicked fanboy in the very first couple episodes because I was just so stunned that somebody like him would be willing to, you know, go out of his way and make videos with, you know, basically nobody, you know, because I was a nobody. He had 13,000 subscribers. I might have had, realistically, I might have had 20, I think. So, yeah. And he also commented in this, by the sound of it, it seems you two know each other quite well and enjoy the time you spend together. Absolutely we do. We have gotten in, we have done over 70 episodes now of multiplayer farm sim, and probably 20 episodes of multiplayer other stuff, ETS, Borderlands, you know, Dirt, you know, Dirt 3, which we both love. We just do that because it's fun and we can just blast around and make fun of everybody else who comes in the room with us. You know, it's all good-natured, obviously. But I consider Grant a close personal friend. You know, we have spent a lot of hundreds of hours together. We don't record all the time. You know, we take breaks sometimes, and we get busy or whatever. Because as you guys know, he's going to college. You know, I'm busy, and he has a full-time job and everything else. But when we do record, we have a blast. It's so much fun. I think we enjoy each other's company because we're both pretty much the same. If you guys watch our videos, you know how irreverent we are. You know how inappropriate we can be at times because we don't worry about it too much. So yeah, so that's that. So that's how me and the SGG got together. Thanks, Borge. I'm sorry, man, if I'm massacring your name. Thanks for the question. That was a really good one. Oh, and he asked me actually another question. I don't know if this is a question so much as it is a comment, but I'm gonna answer it as a question. He asked me, have you ever considered to do a multiplayer series with Caravera 76? Yes, all the time. I would love to do a multiplayer series with Caravera 76. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Been watching Cara for a long time. Love his voice. He's got the best sort of Dutch voice, you know, calm. Even when everything's going wrong, he's just awesome. Love Caravera 76 and would be honored to do a Let's Play or, you know, any sort of multiplayer series with him. And I'd really like to make that happen. And, you know, I'm gonna have to work a little harder to see if I can actually make that happen. You know, get together with him and everything. I just hope he realizes that sometimes when I play multiplayer, my sort of appropriateness goes out the window. So, but I think I could probably rein it in for him. You know, there's a lot of people I'd like to do multiplayer series with, or you know, even if it's just one multiplayer game. You know, I'd love to be me and slow down. Me and TCGG Rob have been trying to make a multiplayer video for a year. You know what I mean? And we're just both so busy, we just don't have time. I'd love to do one with Ian Robson. You know what I mean? You know, there's a lot of people I'd love to do multiplayer with. You know, it's just tough. It's tough to get the scheduling right. You know, so yeah, guys. So there you go. So thank you so much for all your questions. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. I hope, you know, my scatterbrained answers made some sense to you guys. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask them. You know what I mean? You know, as long as they're not super personal and I think they're appropriate to answer on YouTube, I'll be more than glad to. You know, I enjoy this. I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's awesome. You know, I think this is a lot of fun. You know, I can't thank you all enough for your support and your love, the comments, the likes, the shares, everything else. And if you saw this video and you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you subscribe. It's the best way to keep up with everything that goes on here at the Monkey Show. And please do not be afraid to leave a comment. I love reading the comments. I like replying to them. It means a lot to me that you guys, spend your time, take a little bit of your time to watch one of my videos and then comment on it, whether it's a suggestion, hey, BP, you're an idiot, this is how you bail, or hey, I like your videos, or hey, have you considered doing this, or, anything like that, that all that stuff means a ton to me, because it means that you guys are not only watching the videos, but you're interacting with the channel. So if I'm not a complete idiot, I won't go down there and try to get that, because I'll just end up with more bales in the river. Jeez, this is going to make a ton of bales. Well, that was sort of the idea. We won't need hay for a while. This field's going to be really messy too. Watch this one. Let's watch where this one rolls. Really? It's not going to roll? It's funny how some of them will just take off, and other ones will just stay on a crest of a hill or on the side of a hill, depending on where you are. This field's not a complete disaster, but it isn't great. I think I have 6 bales in the river, so I'm going to have to figure out how to fish those out. I think that water's pretty deep, so I don't think I'm just going to be able to drive in there with a front loader and grab them. But so I think what I'll do here is I'll finish up this little bit here, and then I will call this an episode, because what I really wanted to do, and I know this episode was dark and all that, and I sort of apologize for that, but that's just the time that this decided it needed to be done. And then what I'll do is I'll finish it up off screen, pick up all the bales, get them down to the storage by the mix station, and we'll have hay for quite a while. What was I going to say? Oh, geez, I'm all so unfocused today, and I just got done saying in the last Amagawa Alps video that I wanted to be more focused. Yeah, guys, it means so much to me, all your support, the fact that you said, hey, you know what, this guy he's either funny or he's an idiot, and I like watching him or whatever. One of the best comments I ever got was from Borsch, Black's Rude, and again, I'm sorry, man, about your name. He had commented that, I don't mind watching you fumble around, because when I do it, it makes me feel better. Okay, good, excellent, you know what I mean? This is a game, guys. It's supposed to be fun, right? So when silly stuff happens, you got to laugh at it, Is this stuff going to happen in real life? Of course not. But it's a game. Am I going to dump 6 bales in the river in real life? No, because I wouldn't have a job very long if I did. But, it's a game. Silly stuff is going to happen occasionally. If you can't laugh at it, then what's the point? Oh, have fun, That's the biggest thing. People ask me, and nobody asked me this question, but I'm going to give you an answer to this question anyway, because I get asked this question quite a bit. Hey, BP, how do I start a YouTube channel? I'm gonna give you the answer I give everybody who ever asks me this question. Have fun, man. How do you start a YouTube channel? Go sign up at YouTube. Get a Google Plus account, sign up at YouTube, pick a cool name, get some recording software, hit record when you play your games. Talk, don't talk, but have fun. Have fun. I have fun every time I play the game. Is it always just giggly, laughy? God, I love this game so much fun? No. But when dumb stuff happens, when bales end up in the river, when tractors get stuck, when Courseplay goes completely mental on me, when all that kind of silly stuff happens, it's still fun. Because if it wasn't fun, I'd have never played this game again. You know what I mean? I've been dragging this full baler around with me now no. Can we put it this way, maybe? Yeah, let's dump this one in the river too. Are you going to stay there? Good, Bale. That's the best advice I can give you guys. If any of you are interested in starting a YouTube channel, first of all, do it. Just do it. Just go do it. Sign up, if you're not on YouTube, which obviously all of you are, get a Google Plus account, blah, 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 blah. Get some recording software. There's a ton of free recording software out there, MSI Afterburner, Bandicam, a whole bunch of other ones. Or kick out the however much it costs now for fraps. I don't really know. I don't remember. If you really want to, if you think you're going to make a ton of videos or whatever, play your games, record them, talk, don't talk, whatever, put music to them as long as it's not copyrighted so you don't get in trouble. and have fun. You know, the videos I like watching the best are the videos where I think the person making them is having fun. You can hear a smile in their voice. There's nothing worse, and I've said this a million times, than watching a video from somebody who is just mailing it in, who's just saying, oh, I gotta make a video today, and I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna. Nope. You know what? That's why there's days, guys, when you're not gonna get videos from me, because maybe I don't feel like it. And, you know, so, and I'm never gonna mail in a video, you know, never. There may be days when I'm less animated, you know, than other days, where I'm not quite so much the BP monkey that I can be, you know, where I'm, you know, maybe I'm tired or whatever, but I'm still at least putting in the effort to make the video. So that's the best advice I can give you about that. Have fun. If you're not having fun, why are you playing a game? It's a game, you know what I mean? Nobody does Farming Simulator for a living unless you work for giants. So that's it, guys. That's about the best advice I can give you. And that's going to be about the end of this video. I think I've had enough of driving around this field now, picking up these bales, and I'm not going to bother with this little bit. I'll just leave that. It can be a little messy, and I'm okay with it. So go ahead and turn that off. Go ahead and shut the tractor off. And there you go, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's our 1,500 subscribers question and answers with the Bipolar Prophet. I know it was a little scattery and stuff was going on, but I hope I answered all your questions to your satisfaction. Again, any other questions you guys want to leave me, please feel free in the comments. You can PM me. You can leave me messages on Twitter. You can leave me messages on, you know, at Bipolar Prophet Gaming on Facebook. Leave me messages on Steam. Those are all, I'm on all those things. So, you know, again, thank you so much. Where the channel grows every day, it's you guys. It's all you guys. It's not just mine anymore. This channel's not just mine. It's yours too. And I really, really believe that. And thank you so much. And as always, thanks you so much for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.